All right, hello and welcome. My name is Shauna. We're here in Sunray Park, outside of Phoenix, Arizona. Got Diane here today, moving with us. She'll be here in the background. This is our intermediate level class, but we will kind of be mixing in some of the basics recommendations as well. So just make some adjustments as needed. If you are using the blood flow restriction bands, we already added air, so you can go ahead and do that now. And then when you're ready, go ahead and join me standing. We're going to start with some standing cat-cow. And then we'll just need some like light weights, 3 5-pounders. We're doing some lateral raises. And then if you want to have a little bit heavier something for like a bent over row to have that available, that's coming up in our first series here. All right, so first come on up to standing. Standing cat-cow as mentioned. So go ahead and place your feet just underneath those hips. Draw your midsection in, soft bend the knees. Now we're going to bend forward at the waist, hands on the bottom of the thighs. As you exhale, you're going to lift up through those shoulder blades, draw that chin into the chest. And then as you inhale, soft arch the spine, looking up and forward. Good. And then pair that with your breathing. Breathing out through your mouth, arching. Breathing in through the nose. Keep those arms nice and straight. Good. A couple more. Nice long breaths. You can pause the top and bottom of each breath. One more time. Fantastic. On that next inhale, go ahead and stand tall. Set the feet about hip width apart and just loosen up that low back. A little bit of hip circles here. Very good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and reverse direction. Circle the hips the other way. Fantastic. Just a nice quick little warm up, and then we're going to get going right into it. We're going to be starting with some light weights, either for a standing lateral raise. Diane, if you want to do the standing lateral raise, and I'm going to be doing the bent over lateral raise. Our second exercise is going to be our half squat with the front raise. So toes pointing forward, midline drawn in, soft bend those knees. So either standing tall for your lateral raise or join me in this bent over position. Here we go. Nice and smooth. Nice long arms, midline strong. Good. Watch that head and neck position. Chin in. Watch that you don't protrude your head forward. Good. One or two more. When you finish that, go ahead and stand tall. Rest your arms for a second. And then go ahead and walk the feet just a little bit wider, getting ready for that half squat with the front raise next. When you're ready, we'll go right into it. Sitting back, either with or without the weights, reaching out in front. Breathing in as you lower, breathing out as you're standing. Good. Good. So Sharon, it's not a kettlebell swing. As you sit back, you want to reach your arms out as you stand tall. You could still use that light 5-pound kettlebell. Just you're going the opposite. Very nice. Couple more. Down, up, and take a rest. Good job. Next, we're going to that bent over row. You can stay with the lighter weights. If you want to go a little bit heavier, you can. Walk those feet back in, toes pointing forward. And now everyone's going to come into that slight bent position. So midline strong. And then whenever you're ready to start, both arms together. This can also be done as that seated row with the band on the later rounds, if you prefer. I do like to kind of challenge that backside a little bit. Squeeze those glutes, keep holding that belly nice and strong. Halfway through. Breathing in as you reach forward, breathing out as you draw that weight in. Keep those shoulders down out of the ears. And 2, 1, and rest. Great job. Set the weights down. Standing up nice and tall. We're going to work our arm circles next, either a step jack or a jump jack. Very nice. Can do a little bit of variation of both. Good job. 15 more seconds. There you go. Welcome, Amy. Great to have you. We're on our first series. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. From those step or jump jacks, go ahead and walk your feet nice and wide. We're working our inner thighs, little side lunge series next. So reach those arms out. You can also hold on here. And now you're going to push those knees nice and wide. So we're going to that side lunge. Sending one knee wide. Open up that inner thigh on the side that you're lunging away from. Nice. And try to push that big toe down as you sink into that heel. Good. See if your body wants to go just a little bit deeper each way or each time. Let's get one more each direction. Coming up out of this, walking those feet in, you're either gonna march here, or if you're ready for some faster work, you're gonna go into a running high knees. Driving those arms to the side. Marching is great as well. It's our final exercise of this series, and then we're gonna go back to the top with those lateral raises. Awesome. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. So going back to either those light weights, you can stand tall for those lateral raises or come into that bent over position. Diane's gonna show the standing version. I'm gonna go into that bent version. Soft bend in the knees, long spine, and when you're ready. Good. So Diane, gonna look forward. Yep. Eyes up. Very nice. Good job. 10 seconds left. A little bit shorter intervals on these smaller exercises. Good work. Maybe one more time. And rest, standing tall. Walk those feet out for that squatting position. We're doing that half squat with the front raise next. When you're ready, reaching out, sitting back. There you go, Sharon. Now you've got that rhythm. Good. Awesome, Kathy. Great tempo. Breathing in on the down, breathing out on the up. 10 seconds to go. We're going to that bent over row next. 2, 1, and rest. So either stick with these lighter weights, you want to pick up a little bit heavier weight. Walk those feet in so those toes are pointing forward. Draw the stomach in so you're not arched in that lower spine. And then send those hips back. When you're ready, up and in. Just holding it up here.
Just there. Okay.
Yep, exactly. Nice. Very good. So keep drawing that stomach in. Long spine position. Make sure you don't lock out those knees. Very good. 10 seconds left. If you need a break before then, just stand tall and shake it out. Listen to your body. We're going to our step or jump jacks next. 2, 1, transition. Set those weights down. And I want you to get some full circles in those arms. Tap the index fingers in front of the body and up to overhead. Good. Jump if you'd like, or just keep with that stepping. Fantastic. All right, one more time and pause. Walking those feet out nice and wide. We're going to those side lunges next. Inner thigh openers. Reaching those arms straight out. Keeping the toes gripping down. Knee pushes wide. So we go to one side and then the other. Arms reach out. Encourage that chest to stay tall. Excellent. I prefer to do these unweighted. As you get more comfortable and confident with the movement, you could hold a weight underneath your chin here. Just make sure you feel really strong in your body before you add weight. All right, even out each side. Shimmy those feet back in, and we're back to our march or that running high knee. It's gonna be the end of this circuit. We'll have a short stretch break and get ready for set 2. 10 more seconds. And pause. Great job. All right, feel free to grab a quick drink, and then we're going to stretch that upper body. Got some overhead work coming up next. All right, we're going to do our stagger stance, tricep side bend. So let's go ahead. My right, your left. Big step forward. And the trail leg, the same arm's gonna reach up, bending that elbow, eyes up, gonna reach around, grab that elbow, send the hips forward, and then a nice soft bend of your body away from the side that you're stretching. Try to squeeze that tush of your trail leg. Bring your back foot to the toes a little bit more forward. There you go, yep. And when you're ready, shake it out. In between sides, little side step arm swing. Open up through those shoulders. As you swing the arms back, turn the palms forward. Awesome. All right, and then same thing, other side. So your right foot forward, left foot back. It's gonna be the left arm that you raise up. Chuck those ribs down and in. Stay long to that spine. Grab that elbow, drive it back. And now we're looking to also open the front of the hips. Long side bend, eyes looking forward. 10 more seconds here. Keep breathing, inviting that body to lengthen without forcing anything. And shake it out once again. Fantastic. All right, we've got some overhead work with the option of a squat. I'm gonna be leaving the squat out of it, but those of you that come along, if you do wanna do that full thruster, you're welcome to do the squat. We're also gonna have some elevated push-ups, and then I'll be coming down to the floor for the mountain climber. You can stay elevated if you prefer. So it's gonna be those 4 exercises, starting here in about 20 seconds with the overhead press. I'd like you to start in your non-dominant arm. If you're not doing the squat, Diane, I'm gonna encourage you to kind of stand in a little stagger stance. So the side holding the weight, I'm gonna step that foot back, make sure the ribs are tucked down and in. And then when you're ready, here we go, pressing that arm straight up to overhead. Excellent. So some of you are choosing the squat, that's fantastic. Otherwise, just nice and smooth, working that upper body. Excellent. Less than 10 seconds. Straight up, straight down. We're gonna just switch sides here in 2, 1, and take a pause. Switching arms. If you're in that stagger stance, you're gonna switch legs, opposite leg steps back. And 2, 1, here we go. Up and down. And then see if you can like kind of engage that lower body. So as you're working the upper body, try to find that awareness for the thighs and the glutes, kind of flex that lower body. Keep that blood flow going through there. 10 seconds left. We're gonna head to our push-up station next. I do recommend elevated unless you can do like 20 strict push-ups on your toes. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Head to your station. If you're tired in your shoulders, you can also hold a plank here. One hand underneath each shoulder, walk those feet back, and then when you're ready, you'll start to lower on down. Make sure those hips stay strong and level, and draw your elbows back and in. A lot of times we see people flare their elbows wide to help protect those shoulders. And then just like we spoke about on that overhead press, flex the thighs, squeeze the tush. Wonderful. Maybe one more time. Good. You can either stay and keep holding that position and move right into your mountain climbers. I'm going to come off my hand, shake it out, move it to the ground. Again, I'd recommend you stay elevated. And then we're going to go into those mountain climbers in 2, 1. Here we go. So the mountain climber, you hold the top of that push-up. Try to keep your hips nice and square. Exhale as you drive your drive your knee up towards that elbow. We're going the same side of the body to set. Halfway through. Stomach drawn in, hips nice and level to those shoulders. Eyes looking forward. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Walk it up, walk it in. We'll take about 20 to 30 seconds, and then we'll be back to the top. So you're welcome to keep your body moving here. Maybe a little side step arm swing. Maybe some arm circles. Fantastic. All right, 10 seconds till we start. If you want to change up your weights, we're back to that overhead press. So Diana, if you want to stick with that stagger stance, I'm going to show a little bit more what we call our push press this time. So on your non-dominant arm, so if you're on the stagger stance, same side leg steps back, and 2, 1, here we go. So I'm just getting a little quarter squat. Some of you are choosing that full squat. That's great also. Breathing in on the down, breathing out on the up. Excellent, good rhythm, Amy. Here you go, Sharon. Fight to stay tall. Almost there.
My challenge is straightening.
And rest. Yep. Opening that shoulder.
Yep.
Good. Same thing other side. Quick transition. Reset the midline. And here we go. And get a little dip and drive of the legs. I'm going to go a full squat on round 3. I'm going to make it a little bit harder each time. Reaching high. You can also slow it down a little bit. You can pause the shoulder and then dip and drive to the top. See what feels best for your body. You're almost there. Push-ups next. We're really challenging that upper body today. And transition. Great job. As you head to your push-up station, spread the fingers nice and wide. Really give good support for those wrists. And here we go. Ideally, you want to be on a surface that you can bring your chest all the way down. Get that full range of motion through the upper body. So if you find yourself low and you feel not stable enough through those shoulders, see if you have a higher surface that you could utilize. 10 seconds left. Breathe out as you drive up. Squeeze the lower body. And pause. Good job. Quick transition. We're back to that mountain climber. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. If you would like to start to go diagonally across the body, bring the knee towards the opposite elbow. It's going to be a little bit more challenging on the hips, lower spine. So if it feels better to go to the same side elbow, just stick with that. 10 seconds left. Good. Nice strong exhale with that knee drive and pause. Woo! Nice. All right, friends. That's 2 sets. If you're feeling good, I'm going to take you through one more. If you're feeling a little bit tired, a little bit run down, just kind of march, keep your body moving, and join us for the cool down. All right, we're back to that overhead press. As mentioned, now I'm going to go a little bit deeper. I'm going to take it all the way into a squat, up to overhead for the last round. Go ahead and pick up your weights. 2, 1, when you're ready. Down and up. Good. You're welcome to do any of the variations we've done so far. If you're feeling strong today, you can kind of push the edge of this pace, pulling yourself down as you drive up. But I would like make sure you have good position. Chest tall. Nice, Diane. Good rhythm. Almost there. Woo, feeling those arms. And rest. Good job. Same thing other side. Getting ready. And 2, 1. Here we go. So the last of our overhead work for the day. Using that lower body a bit. Opening those shoulders. Woo. Breathe through it. Maybe just a soft smile as you exhale. Tell your body you're doing great. Stay positive. Encourage yourself versus criticize yourself. One more time. And rotate. Awesome. Push-ups. Your arms are gassed. Hold the plank. 2, 1, and go. So you don't get lazy in the position of those elbows. Drawing them back and in. Squeeze that tush. And make sure we don't start to sink through those hips. 10 seconds to go. Maybe one more time. And quick rest. Rotating to that mountain climber. All right. So once again, I'm going to go diagonal, knee towards the opposite elbow. You do what's best for you. Here we go. Arms nice and straight. Exhale on that drive. Woo, feel those triceps today. Halfway there. Keep lifting up that mid body. Make sure you don't sink through your shoulders. Nice strong plank. Maybe one more on each leg. 2, 1, and rest. Woo, all right, if you are standing, let's come on down to the floor. Grab a drink of water. Oh, let's let the air out. Oh yeah. Just over that 20-minute mark, perfect. So release that air. You wanna take your bands off. Welcome to it. All we have left is our cool down stretch. Oh, actually, we're gonna do a little bit of balance work on our first part of our cool down stretch. So if you are on the mats, come on back to your feet. Almost forgot. I'll be writing it down. All right, let's have our first stretch be our behind the back stretch with a little forward fold. So you're gonna open up your base of support here. Walk those feet nice and wide outside the hips. Establish that small knee bend as you draw the stomach in. And then we're looking to interlace those hands behind you. Lift the chest without arching that back. And then long spine as you bow forward. Pull those arms right up to overhead. Good, bend those knees a bit more, Diane. Excellent. And then some nice deep breaths into the back. Ah,
I like this.
it's a good one. Allow that head to be a little heavy. When you're ready, coming on back to the top. Fantastic. All right, if your balance is a little bit off, I would encourage you to stand wall, maybe near the table, so you can help with that balance. First one we're gonna do is we're gonna come up onto one leg. If you can interlace the hand in front of the shin, you're gonna, oops, I bounced a little off. Draw that knee into the chest, and you can practice rolling your ankle around a bit here. If you need to, reach one arm out to the side. Good, change directions, that ankle roll. Nice work. Good, set that leg down. Take note of which leg you were just on. Just a short little hip circle in between sides. Good, and then circle the hips the other way. Perfect. And then coming back in with the feet. Draw it all up and in, and now we'll go that single leg balance on the other side, trying to grab the shin and roll through those ankles. One ankle. Good, change directions. Roll that ankle a little bit the other way. Perfect. And set that foot down. Good. We're gonna go back to the first leg, moving into our quad stretch. So lifting up, grabbing that foot, pulling the heel towards your glute. Ribs down and in. You keep that soft bend in the knee. And then those of you that want to challenge that balance a bit more, you can come into that forward hinge. Reaching out. As the chest comes forward, I want you to drive that back thigh up. Keep the hips nice and level. Good, almost there. 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All right, let's balance that on that opposite side. Anchor yourself down, draw it up and in, squeeze those shoulders back as you grab that opposite foot. Heel towards the glute first. Reach that opposite arm up and out. If you'd like to bow forward, make sure you maintain that soft bend in the knee, that support leg. 10 seconds left. Find a spot to focus on. Just come into that regular quad stretch if you need. And 2, 1, and rest. Perfect. Alrighty. And I'm going to invite you to sit down if you'd like for the figure 4. Our last challenge on the balance, you can sit down and do the figure 4 stretch, or if you want to continue to challenge the balance, we're going to pick that foot up, cross it over the opposite thigh, and then from here, we sit back into a little quarter squat. Or Diane's showing us that seated version, sitting down, crossing the leg over. And now, if you're stretching the hip on the left, draw the toes of that foot back towards your knee. So just kind of pull the toes back. Feel that stretch a bit more in the hips. Good. Sometimes we do those crossover arms. We didn't do it this time. That's okay. Final 10 seconds. Keeping those as level as you can. Wonderful. And rest. Come on up. All righty. Let's balance it out. Same thing, other side. Stand or sit tall, crossing that foot over. Reaching those arms out. Good, pull the toes back towards that same side knee. Wonderful. Yeah, Sharon. Great job, Amy. You're so steady there, it looks like you're frozen. 5 more seconds. Good adjustments, Kathy. And rest, wonderful. All right, now let's grab some water, head down towards the mat. We're gonna come into child's position. We do a little bit of opening for the mid back, and we're almost done. All righty, so just make your way down to hands and knees. We're gonna start in that traditional child stretch. We're gonna bring the big toes together, walk your knees a little bit wider, walk the hands straight out, and then gently lower those hips back. Bow the head down, and let's spend about 3 to 5 cycles of breathing here. Breathing in through the nose. Expand that rib cage. Out through the mouth. See if your body wants to come a little bit closer to the floor. A few more times. Beautiful. When you're ready, coming back to all fours, placing your hands underneath the shoulders and walk your knees in. So you're kind of in that quadruped, hands and knees position. From here, our mid-back rotations. Let's start with your right hand. You're going to bring it behind the head, really lift up out of that downside arm. And now you're going to breathe in, bring that right elbow towards the left elbow. And then we're going to breathe out as we open up and look up towards the ceiling or sky. Pausing there, breathing in as you close. Breathing out as you open. Good, anywhere between 8 and 10. Continue to lift up out of that downside arm. These mid-back rotations are really helpful to keep that rotation through that rib cage, your thoracic spine area. And then your neck and your low back don't have to work as hard. When that mid-back gets stiff, then it's a lot harder on the other areas of your spine. Good, I lost track of my numbers. I'm gonna go one more time. Maybe come off the hands for a moment. If you're okay to kneel for a second, shake out the arms, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Great work. All right, here we go. Spread those fingers nice and wide. You place that right hand down, and now left hand behind the head. Breathing in, left elbow comes to meet the right elbow. Breathing out. Gearing up. Pause in that open position. That's where the magic happens. That's where you really invite that body to open. And then also follow that elbow with your gaze. If you turn your eyes, you're going to help get a little bit more movement through your spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Few more. Not a stiff? Good. Fantastic. All right, when you finish those, we're gonna do a little combo stretch to finish. Side stretch for the upper body, that child's position side stretch, and then we're gonna open up the inner thigh of the lower body. So if you're mirroring me, let's go ahead and walk your hands towards your right side of the body. Take your right hand, reach it out, and then your left leg is gonna extend out to the side. From here, rock the hips back towards the heel, bow the head down. You can either stay down there and breathe statically, or you can make it a little bit more dynamic as you rock forward, breathing in, rocking back, breathing out. Good, breathing in on the forward, breathing out on the back. And Diane, try to keep the sole of the foot down onto the floor on that outstretched leg. Yep. Beautiful. Ah, all right, in between sides, let's just do a few cycles of our cat-cow. 3 to 5 times. Exhale, rounding, chin to the chest. Inhale, nice soft arch, looking up and forward. Ah, wonderful. A few more times. Starting to use the breath to calm the body now. Start to send your body into that recovery phase. Kind of drop out of that stress breathing. All right, and then when you're ready, let's balance out the other side. So again, if you're mirroring me, now we're gonna walk your hands towards your left side, Really reach your right arm out towards that left side. And now it's going to be your right leg. Extend it to the side. Turn the sole of the foot down towards your mat. And now we rock those hips back. Hips towards the heel. You can stay there and hold, or keep it fluid, breathing in on the forward rock, breathing out as you lower down. Let me one more time. And rest. Fantastic, friends. If you're comfortable to kneel and sit on your feet, we're gonna do 3 finishing breaths together. Kneel, sit back, kind of get a nice stretch in the ankles. Great time to just move that head and neck around a little bit. Up and through those shoulders. Excellent. Now we're gonna bring the palms together in front of the chest. As you breathe in, go ahead and raise those arms up to overhead, shrug those shoulders up into the ears. And then as you breathe out, just relax everything down to the sides. Ah, good. Set some nice intention here. Let's bring in some peace. Shine your light. Let go of all the tension. Beautiful. And then some love. Breathe in that love. Send it out to the world. Breathe out all the worry, all the things we can't control. All right, friends. Anything else your body's asking for? Otherwise, I'm super grateful for you to move here with me today. Nice little sunshine, nice little breeze here in Phoenix. Drink your water, stay healthy, and remember, life is meant to be enjoyed. So find something today that brings you joy, and I look forward to moving with you next time.